Hi guys, it's Sam here again from Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing to you guys a reveal, not a true unboxing, because I couldn't help myself and I have been using this bag. So without further ado, let's get started. So it came in this huge bag, which is not going to fit on the screen, and the box was too unruly. This is actually my second time filming this, so there is no box. You just get bag and dust bag. So it is in this dust bag, as you guys can tell obviously by the bag. It is Louis Vuitton. It is a bag that actually is rumored to be going out of production. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if any of you guys follow FoxyLV on Instagram or on YouTube, but she was talking about it a couple months ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really wanted this bag. I've been putting it off because they didn't think they'd get rid of it. So naturally, I had to go and find it. So I've been spending a lot of time in Zurich in Switzerland for work. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know this. And I was like, well, I'll buy it in Switzerland. Prices aren't as good as Europe because Switzerland uses the Swiss franc or CHF, and it is not the same as the euro. It is actually more equivalent to the dollar, but because of that, prices are higher. So I went to Zurich, and I have a really great SA who I work with there since I'm there every month. And she was like, Sam, honestly, we haven't had this bag for a couple months, and it's really hard to find in Europe right now. You know, I don't know if they're completely stopping production yet, or they're just really slowing down production to eventually phase this bag out. She wasn't sure. I've heard mixed things. And I know it's been harder to get in the US too. So I did pick this up actually online. It randomly restocked, and I hit add to cart and checked out as quickly as possible. I had never bought online, but my SA, who I used to use in the Palo Alto store, is no longer there, and I haven't really found anyone I gelled with. And actually, luckily, I was recently at the store in Valley Fair, and I found a really great SA, and I'm really excited to work with her, and she's really nice. So I'll probably be going there, even though it's a little farther from me, since I do live very close to the Palo Alto store. So this bag. If you guys have followed me on Instagram, again, it'll be no surprise because I couldn't help myself and I have been using it. So it is this, which is the NeoNoe, which I know will cause a lot of you shock that Louis Vuitton is potentially getting rid of this bag. I do not know if it is for sure true. We do know that they are limiting production of their canvas pieces, which may or may not, well, this is definitely canvas, which is definitely going to include this. So I knew I had to snag it. I also knew I wanted the Noir. I live in the Bay Area. It is not Seattle or anything like that, but it does rain. And I have a lot of bags that are not rain friendly from living in LA for 7 years. So I knew I wanted to snag this. I've been eyeing it. I had been watching it at the beginning of November, and I didn't put it in my cart, and then it disappeared. And then, you know, I don't really have an SA. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just keep waiting. And then I heard it might be disappearing, and I was like, oh no, okay, I really need this bag. So I was lucky enough to snag this online. Louis Vuitton in Palo Alto, I will say, is dropping the ball a little bit. They did not call me when this came in. So about a week later, I called them. I was like, hey guys, I ordered something online. I wanted it delivered to store because I wanted to check to make sure it's not damaged or anything and can return it right there. And is it in? They're like, oh yeah, it was in 2 days after you ordered it. I was like, thanks guys for calling me. That was really appreciated. So I love this bag. I've been using this bag. I do not use it as a crossbody. I could use it as a crossbody, but I just use it as a shoulder bag. I absolutely love how the shape of this, unlike the regular Noe, which I do have, conforms to your body right here, so it just hangs so beautifully. I love that this is black treated leather. This is one of the newer bags, and so it does not have the little tag that has the made in, you know, like made in France in the bag right near the pocket divider. It just has the date code inside the pocket. So I got a little freaked out by that, but I'm a little crazy. And so there has been some issues with Louis Vuitton with return fraud. So I actually had this bag, even though it came from Louis Vuitton, authenticated by Real Authentication, which cost me $20, and not a big deal. Totally worth it for my peace of mind, especially considering it didn't have that made in tag, and I started to freak out. So I do have some of the random things in it. Ordering online, I did get some perfume samples, which I have not tried, which came in this cute little dust bag. I was very excited about that. And then this is just the leftover ribbon, which I've been storing in there. So Christmas ribbon, because I did order it right before Christmas. There are some tags in here. So this is the little, like, it was in the holiday wrapping. So it did get its little, like, holiday tag. I've got, like, these little things, Louis Vuitton. So it's nice to have all that because I do buy a lot of Preloved, so I don't normally get those little things. And I'm sure you guys have seen the inside of this bag. It's going to be very hard to see since it's noir. There is a zippered pocket. It does actually allow things to go underneath the pocket, as the pocket is not attached to the bottom. Good and bad. Sometimes it's kind of annoying if things you thought were in one pocket slide into the other, so I might get a bag organizer for this. Undecided. It is a micro suede lining on the inside. I love that this pocket, if you want to keep something safe, I actually put my cell phones in here. Zips. It does not zip with my cell phones in it, but I just set them in there so I can find them. I love that it has this pull drawstring, which is really nice. Something, again, that the original Noe does not have. And again, no vachetta leather, no worries about the rain. Again, I'm out in the rain. I'm going to try to protect this. That's just how I am. I'm definitely one of those people. I do not want my bag to be rained on. And I was really excited I could snag this before the alleged disappearing of the NeoNoe. I was debating between this and the Rose Ballerine, but I just decided this was a little more classic. And the Rose Ballerine, even though, again, it is leather, it is lighter, so color transfer would be a little bit of a worry if you're wearing a darker jacket or a darker shirt, or it somehow rubs up against your jeans. So I've only been using this for about less than a month, but it's held up really well. I'm really excited to have it in my collection. My fiance thinks I have a bucket bag problem, and that is completely and totally true. I love bucket bags. I think they're the most convenient thing in the entire world. Granted, I wouldn't necessarily take this with me to Europe, just because I think people could get into it, but this drawstring closure is pretty, you can get it to go pretty tight, which is really nice. This is a bag I would recommend buying brand new from Louis Vuitton versus Preloved. I had been watching the Preloved prices on Fashionphile, which seems to get a ton of them, and they had been really, really expensive. So this bag retails for $1,595 in US plus tax. So if you're in Hawaii, I'd recommend you get it there. I do think it's slightly cheaper, and you're also only paying about 4.7, I think, % tax, while you're almost paying 10% tax in the county I live in California, which is unfortunate because it adds a lot of money onto this bag. That is okay. On Fashionphile, I was actually looking before I started filming this video, and there was one that was, most of them around $1,750, $1,795, something along those lines. But there was one that was $1,750, luckily marked 10% off, so it was like $1,500 and something without the strap. So it did not have this black strap. So I don't know what you do with the bag at that point. I mean, you could buy another strap, but it's just so expensive, so pricey. You know, you don't get the box, you don't get the bag. I don't particularly love the Louis Vuitton buying experience, which is one of the reasons why I ordered it online. Besides, I'm so excited now for this hopefully good relationship, Valley Fair, but I have never had a good experience in a Louis Vuitton in the United States. I know I look really young, but I live in Silicon Valley, and you cannot tell who is the tech startup billionaire and the, you know, not so well off person who just has a different type of job. I mean, like, you literally cannot tell. So I don't understand why they're judging based on age or how you look, how you're dressed. Like, I really just don't get it. I think in Silicon Valley is one of the places where it is least likely how you're dressed depicts how much you make. I have a lot of friends who are incredibly smart engineers but aren't really into fashion, so they've worn the same jeans for 5-ish years at least. Or, you know, someone else who, like, I have a friend who's an engineer and he's obsessed with buying Kirkland jeans from Costco. That's all he buys. You know, that's what he likes, and he makes like 3 times what I make. So you never know, and so that really annoys me. Hence why I bought this online. But I would say, just to save yourself money, go into the Louis Vuitton if you can, buy it online. Just be careful of the Preloved market, as this bag is definitely priced way over what you would pay retail for. I mean, I guess $200-300 isn't way over to some people, but to me, when you can still try to find this in stores or online, it's overpriced. So I will be doing a wear and tear update on this bag when I use it more. This is just kind of my first impressions. I'm really loving it. I do have a thing for bucket bags. I may get a bag organizer, and I would recommend you buy this in store, not Preloved. So if you like these sort of videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is about once a week, give or take, when I'm in Switzerland. If you guys want to see how I style my bags, or like this guy, see this bag before I show it on my YouTube channel, please make sure to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you watching these videos, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.